Hey viewers, welcome to Real Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be talking about Jupiter's transit into the UttaraBhadraPada Nakshatra. Yes, this is a very important video. Please do hear the summary part because it's not going to be that, it's not simple as it looks. Jupiter transiting through UttaraBhadra and in the Saturn's Nakshatra. So we cannot be that straightforward, in the transit video, especially, when I'm making this transit videos with the background, it is very essential to have a solid background before jumping into the predictive. And we have to cover so many other things also when we are considering the nakshatra transit, and it's a very long transit. As you can see, it's happening from the 28th of April this month till the that is April 2022 this year, and it's going to be till the 24th of February 2023. So stay tuned, and if you are a Vedic astrology enthusiast, this is a must that you stick to this video from the beginning till the summary part is over. And if you're watching me for the first time, for the new viewers, I must tell you that I follow the sidereal zodiac and not the Western astrology system. And this is the Hindu astrology. And I am practicing from past more than 25 years. If you are not aware of my channel, so I must tell you that you will not regret subscribing this channel, because there is a lot of information also which you will get in the videos, summaries, initial summary part especially. And if you want this channel to grow and flourish, please do subscribe and share the videos, whichever videos I am uploading from time to time, and also like the videos. And if you want to understand a little more, do comment in the comment section, and if something matched up, do let me know also after the transits get over or in the process of the transit also. So thank you so much for the ones who are here live watching me. And this video is about Jupiter's transiting through the Saturn's nakshatra after leaving its own nakshatra of Purva Bhadra. So now it is going to be here, and what exactly is going to be happening for all the 12 ascendants, I'll be sharing in this. Ascendant or moon sign, whichever resonates more with you, you can hear both and then analyze by yourself which one is matching up. So now this is a nakshatra which is starting from 3 degrees 20 minutes to the 16 degrees 40 minutes in Pisces sign. I've already made the video on Jupiter's ingress in the Pisces sign. Please do watch that video. I'll share the link also with you. And about this video, I must tell you that this is a major transit. That is why it needs a lot of attention, because it's after all the Saturn's nakshatra. Now, when this Jupiter is in Saturn's nakshatra, so you have to see the condition of Saturn also in the sky. Saturn is in a transition mode as well. It is going to be transiting out of Capricorn into Aquarius sign, and then will be going back to the previous sign of Capricorn again this year. So it is going to be quite a lot of attention which is actually forming, and very because when the planets are in transition often and coming back to the previous sign, this is a very crucial time as well. So it is like, you have moved into a better place, and then you have to come out of that place and move back to the place where it was not that comfortable position. So this is a lot of transition which is happening this year. And then Saturn will be ingressing in January 2023 in the sign of Aquarius finally. So till the 24th of February, this transit of Jupiter in Saturn's nakshatra will matter a lot. And you have to check where your Jupiter in the natal chart is, in your birth chart. See how is it forming a connection with the Saturn in the natal chart of yours. So that will be the basic need to assess this transit, because two planets are majorly involved, and they are the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th signs rulers in the natural zodiac. So the dharma and the dharma and the artha, the dharma and the karma houses are getting involved together here. So this is also a very important yoga which forms in the sky. And this is a fixed nakshatra. I must tell you that fixed nakshatras are actually very good for starting anything related to your, where you want some fixation. Suppose you want to start something, as per the Muhurta, it said that, Saturn's nakshatras are very pious nakshatras to initiate anything which requires fixation. Like you have to start some new business, some new job, a place change, or any kind of education. If you have to initiate, you should be picking and choosing UttaraBhadra Nakshatra or Pushya Nakshatra, Anuradha Nakshatra of Saturn's. So this is the nakshatra which is actually, going to be giving you a lot of karma related, or meditative kind of a feeling also. You will be very much inclined to be growing spiritually. This is the time which will actually help you understand your own self. So this is a very important nakshatra. And this is also going to be as per the Navtara Chakra, I'll be explaining. If you are born under these nakshatras of Ardhara, Swati, Shatabisha, Rohini, Hasta, Shravana, Bharani, Purva, Falguni, Purvashara. If you have any prominent planets also in these nakshatras, then this transit is going to give you not that favorable results. Now that also we have to minimize to Navamsa position. And if at all you are having the Navamsa position also, if I'll explain in the later segment. So if you are having these nakshatras you're born in, so this transit of UttaraBhadraPada Nakshatra of Jupiter is not going to be that favorable. If your Janm Tara, that is the Janma constellation, is Ardhara, Swati, Shatabisha, Rohini, Hasta, Shravana, or Bharani, Purva, Falguni, Purvashada. So it can lead to some health issues or obstacles in whatever job you're doing, or it can cause some delays and frustrations, and also some kind of hurdles that you have to go through in completion of anything related to your tasks. So now this is also, going to be transiting through the Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Navamsa. Please make a note of this as well, because this is something which is going to be giving you a lot of guidance through the nakshatra transit of this and the minuscule level when we go to. So now when it is going to be in the nakshatra of Saturn, it's going to be in Leo Navamsa to start with. So that is when you have to see the condition of Sun. To start with, Sun is under the eclipse zone. So there will be some complications related to where your Leo sign is or where your Sun is forming a connectivity. So this is like, lack of willpower. Your energy levels will be to start with little down, but at the same time you have to see your Sun condition also, if it is well positioned. So this transit is going to be better. So the whole transit cannot be the same. That is why I'm saying do not generalize and do not fall prey to the predictions which are floating in the YouTube platform or any other platform, because every nakshatra has 4 pada. So 4 pada means that it is going to be giving different results of that planet also, the ruler of that planet also, of that sign. So suppose it is going to be from 16th of May till the 4th of June in Virgo Navamsa. So it is like Jupiter, that is Jupiter is transiting through Pisces sign, so double the Jupiter, and in Saturn's nakshatra in Mercury's Navamsa. So we have to see the condition from 16th May to the 4th of June, Mercury's condition in the sky as well. Then we move on to the Libra Navamsa when Jupiter is transiting from 4th of June till the 2nd of July. So this is Jupiter, Saturn, Venus. So we have to see the condition of Venus in your chart also and in the sky as well. So then you will come to the conclusion as to what is this. So it is not that simple as it looks like. So we have to have all the ingredients to make this recipe. So when Scorpio Navamsa, this Jupiter is going to be, that is from 2nd to the 29th of July. So that is the time when you will, because it's going to be going retrograde also, I must tell you. So 2nd of July, and then it will again be entering in retrogression 29th of July to 24th of August, and then comes back to Libra Navamsa. So again, in retrogression, and then in Virgo, and then in Leo, and then so on and so forth. It is going to be finally coming to the Scorpio Navamsha again from the 9th to the 24th of February 2023. I'll mention all the Navamsha transit dates, or if you want to know the transit dates, you can just go back and watch the Jupiter transit video where I've mentioned all the Navamsha movements also. So you will get all that. It's just for the rough idea I'm giving you that in this nakshatra there is Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Navamsha, which it will be actually transiting through. So what you have to do is mainly you have to check the condition of Jupiter A. B, you have to check the condition of your Saturn. Then you have to check the condition of Sun during 28th April to 16th of May. And the rest of the positions also, I will be sharing the dates because it's just not going to be in Leo Navamsha for this duration. It's going to go retrograde and going to go direct also. So it's going to be back and forth in all these Navamshas again. So check the condition of Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars as well during these dates, and then come to the conclusion as to how this transit position of Jupiter in UttaraBhadra going to give the results. But in general view, I will be sharing with you as to how it is going to be as per the ascendants or the moon signs, and do check what is your Janma Nakshatra. If any of these Janma Nakshatra you are born with, then this is the Vipat, Pratyari and Nidhana Nakshatras, which are not considered to be good. Also, I want to add something today here. Suppose you have from your Janma Nakshatra, count the 10th Nakshatra. So that Nakshatra will be the same as the Janma Nakshatra. So that is also a very auspicious nakshatra. Suppose you're born under the nakshatra of moon. So you will be having the moon nakshatra, the 10th nakshatra also. Suppose you're born under the nakshatra of UttaraBhadraPada. So again, from there, the next nakshatra would be Saturn's nakshatra only. So that is the Pushya nakshatra. So that is a very good nakshatra for starting any kind of new job, new work, or that will also get to the roots of your actually prosperity, and where you can get the success at in which sphere of life you can get success. So that is what. Similarly, there are different constellations. Now you have to check from, suppose you're checking from UttaraBhadraPada Nakshatra. So UttaraBhadraPada Nakshatra, if Jupiter is transiting, 18th Nakshatra is considered to be Vishakha Nakshatra. So that Nakshatra would be, 18th Nakshatra is considered to be Samudaya Ka Nakshatra, which means that you will be involved in some group activities. If it is the 16th Nakshatra, that is the Chitra Nakshatra. So during if you have any planet in the Chitra Nakshatra, so that will be like involving in the group activities, but it will give you some complications in any job. So avoid the Chitra Nakshatra also, or there can be some problems in if you have any planets in Chitra Nakshatra. Then there is a 4th Nakshatra, which is Bharani Nakshatra from UttaraBhadraPada. So if you will see from the UttaraBhadraPada Nakshatra's transit of Jupiter, the 4th Nakshatra, the Bharani Nakshatra, if you have any planets in, so that will be giving you some kind of complications with the authorities. So see to it that you do not get carried away during the Bharani Nakshatra transit of moon. That day when moon is transiting through Bharani Nakshatra, don't make any decisions. Okay. If you're not able to understand, I will make a separate video also. Please be patient. Try to understand. If you are an astrologer yourself, you will understand. Now check this, the 12th constellation, 12th Nakshatra. The 12th Nakshatra is the Magha Nakshatra. So if you have any planet in Magha Nakshatra, so this will be the place change. So if you have any nakshatra, any planets in Magha, so this transit will bring about some change of place. So check the nakshatra I'm mentioning. So Vishakha 18th, Chitra 16th, Bharani 4th, Magha 12th. So just re-listen to this video. So you can change if you want to the place, if you're planning to already, or any residence change also is possible. Now coming to the 13th nakshatra, that is the Purva Falguni nakshatra from this nakshatra transit, which means that you can maybe get some power to do things, change your life. spiritually you can grow. If there are any planets in Purva Falguni right now in your natal chart, in your birth chart, so if this transit is happening in UttaraBhadraPada of Jupiter, this will bring about a lot of prosperity to you. 19th nakshatra is the nakshatra which is called the Adhana Nakshatra. So this is the Anuradha Nakshatra. Again, this is also the same nakshatra as, Jupiter is transiting through Saturn's nakshatra. This is also very positive. This is also very good for conception. If you have any planets in Anuradha Nakshatra, this is going to give you a conception of anything. It can be that you start something new. It can be that you're traveling, you're shifting, or you're moving places, or it can also lead to some kind of growth and childbirth as well. Now coming to the 22nd nakshatra, that is Purva Ashada from UttaraBhadraPada Nakshatra. So this, if there's a mistake, so just pardon me. I've just calculated. Now 22nd nakshatra is a destructive nakshatra. So Purva Ashada Nakshatra is going to give you some obstacles. If you have any planets in Purva Ashada Nakshatra, be cautioned, because it can lead to some kind of destruction, or you can fall sick whenever, especially when it is forming in the Venus Nakshatra, Navamsa also. So that will give you some complications in health also. Then the 25th nakshatra is also the nakshatra which is Dhanishta Nakshatra from UttaraBhadraPada. So that is also a very important nakshatra to grow spiritually. You can also be very thoughtful. If you have any planet in Dhanishta, Jupiter's ingress is going to increase your, learning capacity. You will be ever hungry, as if you want to acquire more and more of knowledge, and it is going to give you betterment in your and success in your endeavors as well. So make a note of these nakshatras. So this will actually 18th, 16th, 4th, 12th, 13th, 19th, 22nd, 25th nakshatras. You have to make a note of all these nakshatras if you have any planets in these. So this will definitely be impacting you in a good way or in a negative manner. So see for yourself that I cannot, it is impossible that I check each and everything. So I can definitely, make, I think in the future, I will be making for all the nakshatras, and then from their nakshatras, how the planets are. So it's a long process, but I will be definitely doing this for my community. And we are here to impart our knowledge. So definitely I'm not going to refrain myself. I will definitely let you all know if you have any kind of planets in these nakshatras, and therefore how they are forming a connectivity with the nakshatras away from them. So that is very, very essential. And this, you must make a note how it is going to be impacting you all. Okay. So, and also make a note of these Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Navamsa. I have already mentioned in the Jupiter's transit. So do hear the video of Jupiter's ingress and Saturn's ingress also I have already made in Aquarius sign, and Rahu Ketu in Aries Libra. So these are very important videos which I have made, so that will really help you understand what is happening in the sky. So let's not waste more time of yours. The ones who are watching me, for predictive, let me start with the predictive. All right. And here we go. I hope you can see the chart. Okay. Live videos are like that only, actually. Aries. All right. So for Aries natives, to start with, you must understand where is Jupiter. Jupiter is in your 12th house, and it is going to be in the nakshatra ruled by Saturn. Saturn is the ruler of your 10th house and 11th house, and Jupiter ruler of your 9th and 12th. So now there is a connectivity. Now there are certain dates that I have mentioned about the Navamsa positions. So please go back and hear. So the impact of this Jupiter in this UttaraBhadraPada Nakshatra is not going to be the same. So you must make a note of the planets when it is going to be transiting through the Navamsas also. So that is how it is going to be impacting you all. And here I'm going to be sharing with you how it is going to be impacting you in general. This is a very general, transit. So Saturn, being the ruler, is going to be back and forth in the Capricorn and the Aquarius sign. So this is a good time to start with any kind of new job, any kind of travel. If you're thinking of going ahead with any kind of project with the help of your friends, the community you move around in, it's going to be actually happening. Take the help of your, your father, spiritual guru, or anybody you are actually looking up to. Take their help and move ahead. This is definitely going to be an increase and elevation for you in the material growth, also in your spiritual growth as well. Some changes definitely are on cards in case you're thinking of changing of place, changing of job, changing of residence, change in profession, portfolio. All that you can initiate during this time, but make sure that when the dates that I'm giving you, that should be avoided, especially from the 2nd of July to the 29th of July. And then Jupiter will be getting retrograde. So 29th of July to 24th of August. Avoid these dates if you have to make any decisions, but it's very good time for research work. If you have to go in for some research papers, you have to write. So this will give you more of the responsibilities and you will be doing that as well. You are going to be very much involved in the social community as well during this time. And take care of your health in between 16th of May to 4th of June and 23rd of September to 20th of October. Take care of your health during these periods. Otherwise, it is a very good time for any kind of interaction with your social group or your co-workers. Support from the influential people will be imparted to you as well. Okay, so let's move on to the next sign, that is Taurus. Do hear the summary part because I have mentioned about the Tara Chakra, Navtara Chakra. That is very, very important. It will help you. Okay. And remedies also have given in the Jupiter's video. Please do watch that as well. So coming to Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this transit of Jupiter in the nakshatra of Saturn is happening over your 11th house. And it is going to be the 9th and the 10th Lord, and forming a connection with the 8th and the 11th Lords. So this is going to be giving you a lot of inclination towards completing your tasks. You might be concentrating on a deeper level, deeper subjects. You will be acquiring more knowledge during this time. Something really very important is coming your way. Some major decision making you're going to be taking during the UttaraBhadraPada Nakshatra transit. And in case you are depending on your religion, on your belief system, so that is going to be the main source of your growth. So follow the advice of the gurus or the elders. They are definitely going to be helpful. And in case you are having any kind of, long journeys or long travels that you are just trying to, get into. So this is going to be the benefit out of those journeys also that you're going to be getting. Maybe you're going to be going in for some spiritual, travels, going to visit some religious places. So that is also quite likely. Also, it is going to be giving you more of an independent approach towards doing things now. You're going to be self-reliant. You're going to be doing some major work now that you're going to be, involved in some too much of perseverance and hard work. A lot of workload is going to be there. So you're going to be quite ambitious and you're going to be fulfilling those as well. And lack of a connection with the people around you will be there. Like you will be more involved in your work because this is the dharma and the artha. As we say, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So these are all four are getting connected. So it is like a balancing impact. So Jupiter in Saturn's nakshatra is giving you knowledge on the deeper plane, and you're going to be acquiring more and more material growth as well. And the remedies I've given in the previous part of Jupiter's transit into the Pisces sign. Please go back and watch. It's an elaborate video. Don't forget to watch it if you haven't till now. And also this is the summary part includes the nakshatras also, which are you're born with. So how is it going to be interacting? So do hear that. It is going to be helpful if at all you are born under so-and-so nakshatras, how this transit is going to fare to you, or any of the planets in those nakshatras are also going to be very important to know. All right. And just avoid, I'll just give you the dates that you have to avoid. Maybe, starting any kind of medical treatment or any kind of loans, litigation. Do not get involved in during the 4th of June to 2nd of July, and 24th of August to the 23rd of September, and 22nd of January till the 9th of February next year, that is 2023. So avoid any kind of initiation of anything new during this time. These are the dates which will definitely be, required if you're making any decisions. Avoid. Okay, that's why I'm giving the dates as well. All right, coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. Let me just write it here. For Gemini natives, Jupiter being the ruler of the 7th and the 10th, and in the Nakshatra ruler who is 8th as well as the 9th. So this is a very composite kind of a transit, which means that you're going to be acquiring more knowledge during this time. You're going to be traveling. You're going to be making a lot of friends during this time. Also, maybe when you are on a journey, on a quest, you will get, you're a seeker. You're looking for answers now. You want to do things not on a superficial plane. Maybe your partner is going to be very helpful to you, and you're going to be doing well in your material growth, also in your profession as well. So this is bringing about a lot of profits, partnership, relationship. And in case you are having any kind of obstructions or problems right now in inheritances, that are going to get solved. And you are going to be more involved in the spiritual realms. And this is also going to give you some serious approach towards life now. You're going to be changing, because Jupiter is, as it is, a pious planet. And pious planet is forming a connectivity with another, I will not say a Papa Graha only, but it is also giving you that kind of clarity now. You're going to be more disciplined. Jupiter is knowledge. So you are going to be acquiring any which way is the knowledge, so knowledge and spiritual growth. That is something which and some major changes are definitely coming your way. As it is, you're coming out of the Ashtama Shani zone. And this is going to be, Ashtama Shani is the 8th house transit from moon or from Lagna. Actually, it is from Lagna, I see, because it gives you a lot of health issues. Ashtama Shani is very, very tough for people, I've seen. So now you're going to be getting that relief. Even if it is a temporary relief, it is not going to be that bad after Saturn comes into the sign back again. So this is going to be giving you some kind of relief now. And if you are planning any journeys, any spiritual growth, so you can be doing that as well during this transit. Also, you must make a note of the dates that I'm giving you. Avoid making any major decisions during these times. 2nd of July to the 29th of July. Then 29th of July, this Jupiter is going to go retrograde. So avoid making decisions on the 29th of July to the 24th of August also. And 9th to the 24th of February next year. So just make sure that you do not make decisions related to litigation, filing of any kind of court case, any kind of loans, disagreement with people. Just lie low. It's better to do so. And in case you have to go in for some job change also, I think these are not going to be that favorable phases. So just avoid. If you can, just avoid. Okay. And any kind of medical treatment, if you have to go in for surgical process, avoid these dates as well. Okay. Rest of the dates are very biased and favorable. So you can just go ahead. Coming to the next sign, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, Jupiter is the ruler of your 6th and the 9th. Saturn is the ruler of your 7th and the 8th. So this will give you a lot of clarity about your relationship. Your chemistry, your bonding is going to change. There is something very new and major which is coming your way related to the 7th house significations. It means that you might be keeping your partner very happy. You will be having a lot of travels together, or maybe you will be coming across somebody while traveling. Your the potential partner maybe. You are going to be learning during this process, during this transit of Jupiter in Saturn's nakshatra. It is going to be making you more composed now. This is a very good time for research work also, in case you're writing a paper or something. So this is going to be giving you that success as well. And your partner is going to be also supportive of you. In case your partner is suffering or you are suffering health-wise, so you have to take little more extra care during this transit, because it is also forming a connectivity with your 8th house. And Saturn is also going to be in your 8th. So this is not a good time for your health. So make sure that you take care of your health, be more prepared, and do the chants, Mahamrityunjaya chants, or you can just donate to the people who are disabled or old. So that will help you. And seek advice from the gurus or the spiritual leaders you follow. Seek their help. See, I'm not saying that look up to them as gods. That is something which we start doing actually ultimately. But you should actually take the help of somebody to grow spiritually. Seek a right kind of guru. Okay, and then you will get definitely all the success that you're looking for. And do hear the Jupiter transit into the Pisces sign video also, where I've given the chants, the remedial chant that will really be helpful during this transit especially. Now I'm giving you a few dates. Do not make decisions related to those areas I'll be telling you. So if you have to start anything new, you have to travel or something, so you can be little more extra cautious from the 4th of June till the 2nd of July, 4th of August to the 23rd of September, and also 22nd of January to the 9th of February next year, that is 2023. So just avoid changing of residence, changing of job, in case you have to plan any kind of journeys, making any kind of major decisions. Avoid during these dates, because you will be making some wrong choices, or you will be having some complications with your family members during this time. So as it looks very simple, this transit looks very simple, it's in the Saturn's nakshatra, put an end, that's it. No, there are Navtara Chakra also, how the planets are in these nakshatras from where the transit is happening. So you have to check that as well. Only then you will get to know what exactly is it impacting you. So here the initial summary part where I've mentioned about the Navtara Chakra. If any of the planets are in Rahu's nakshatra, or as a matter of fact, Jupiter's moon's nakshatra, so this is going to be little problematic transit for you. Venus's nakshatra also, which is the 7th nakshatra from there. So this is the 7th nakshatra from Venus's nakshatra. So you have to be very careful about those areas where your planets are. So it's not that simple. Also, there is a possibility of any kind of job change also, which is going to be anticipated with Saturn looking at your 10th house. But it will definitely be enhancing you, giving you that elevation that you're looking for. Okay, so do watch those videos that I've made on Saturn's transit, Rahu Ketu's transit, and Jupiter's transit. That is how it will help you, to club everything. I've clubbed everything almost in every video, because you can't see the transits independently. You can't. Coming to the next sign, that is Leo. Okay, so for Leo natives, this transit of Jupiter in the nakshatra of Shani is happening in your 8th house. Shani is the ruler of your 6th and 7th houses as well. And Jupiter is the ruler of your 5th. So this is a very good time if you are thinking of change in your job, in your profession, in your career, writing some research paper. If you have to go in for some childbirth, this is going to be giving you that childbirth as well. And it is going to be giving you some complications as well, because it is the ruler of the 6th house, Saturn, and in the 8th house. So you have to be very careful in dealing with the people outside outside world, I would say, your co-workers or your bosses, your seniors, in case you have got any, interaction problem with them already. So this is going to be a little critical phase. Though I will be giving you the dates wherein you have to avoid any kind of interaction, or you can just, take care more. Take care of your health also, because it's the sixth house after all, ruler. So you have to watch your health, your food diet, what you are eating, whether you're working out or not enough. You have to be very careful with the interaction with your partner as well. This can be a potential time to get somebody, in your life, some marriage alliance. That is also quite possible. But your people at the place of work might make your place really difficult to work. So do not quit your job. This might give you those kinds of situations where, you will be cornered and pushed to leave the job. So I don't think so this is the good time to do so. But this definitely is going to give you some interaction with the outside world in a very serious manner. You're going to be dealing with people in a very serious manner. It's not going to be very superficial approach. Now you're going to be taking things very seriously at the workplace as well as at home front also. You're going to be very practical. You're going to be doing things which are going to be giving you that growth now. Also, there is some kind of indifferent behavior of your partner that you can be going through. Maybe the partner is very busy, or you're going to be having some kind of lack of interaction with the partner. So that also brings about some separative tendencies. So it's not a good time. I'll give you the dates. Not a good time to initiate any kind of litigation, separation, or anything related to your health as well. You should avoid the dates that I give you every time, to make a note of these dates, and do let me know in the comment section whether anything matched up or not. I'll really be grateful to you all. So for you, the days that I'm giving you would matter you the most would be from 4th of June till the 2nd of July. Do not make any travel plans during this time. It might just be a little problematic if you are traveling, or it is also going to be problematic phase as far as your workplace is concerned. Starting of any kind of new job, any kind of new initiation of any new business, that is also to be avoided during this phase, especially 24th August till the 23rd of September. Also, there can be some verbal confrontations that you can have with your siblings, your neighbors, or with your co-workers. So avoid. Also, 22nd January till the 9th of February next year, there can be that you are cornered so much or pushed so much that you quit your job. So that is something that you have to be holding on to. You don't have to leave whatever you're doing. Finish off your projects. Health also you have to be taking good care of during the 22nd January till the 9th of February next year. Take care of your health and take care of your fitness also. You might just be losing, that active energy. The energy levels are going down, the enthusiasm, the zeal. So that you have to actually work through. You have to take care of your communication during these dates, especially. Communication could be your laptop, your information, technology, anything related to communication, your travels. You have to be extra cautious during these dates that I've mentioned. All right. Take care. Coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. So let me just write it here. All right. So for Virgo natives, this is the combination. Jupiter transiting through the Saturn's nakshatra is a combination of your 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th houses. Now, you can go in for a change of place, change of residence, joining a new job. Also, in case you have to go in for some progeny, childbirth, this is a good time for the conducive phase for you to do so. In case you're already in a process of a litigation, loans, debts, clearance, all that is going to actually happen now. It's going to be in your favor, but do not at any cost try to make any kind of confrontations with your co-workers or your bosses. This can lead to some misunderstandings. So take care. Also, there are Navamsa movements, and I will be giving you the dates also how it is going to be impacting you, whether it's good or not. I will be sharing that as well, so stay tuned. But during this phase, you might just develop interest, you're looking for some love, romance also, but there can be some coldness in your relationship because of your Jupiter in Saturn's nakshatra. You are going in for some marriage, you're dating somebody already. So this might just bring, it has already transited when I'm making this video though. So it might just bring about some kind of serious approach towards your relationship, or coldness in relationship, or detachment in relationship. Okay. So you will be getting a lot of workload now. So that can also be the reason for your detachment from your partner or your own people. So in your relation, you can have that kind of detachment because you're having already too much of work or burdensome work that you have to complete. So all those things are going to expand now. Okay, so enjoy the parenthood. In case you are waiting for that childbirth, you're going to be getting that as well. I'll be taking the chat later. There are many messages that I'm getting. I'll definitely be going through that as well later. Also, this can be a very good time to improve your lifestyle. If at all you're thinking of change of any kind of fitness regime, or change a gym that you have to join, or something like diet plans you have to go in for, you can do that. It is definitely going to be giving you that benefit that you are waiting for. And you can expect your workload to increase, as I said, and there is a tendency of anxiety issues also because of that. Jupiter is going to be giving you good results undoubtedly. It's forming the Pancha Mahapurusha yoga for the babies born, especially, and for you also it is a good placement. But still, you have to see which nakshatra and where the transit is. It's in the 6th house transit. Saturn is transiting in the 6th house, so it will give you a lot of workload. It is going to enhance that, that you're overworked and you're exhausted. So you have to, don't get burnt out. Give yourself some time, give yourself some space, I would say. Now I'm giving you some dates. Make a note of the dates also during this time. Grow spiritually. I would suggest go for some retreats, go for some yoga. Do yoga every morning, if you can do Surya Namaskar, just do it 7 times, you're done. That is something which will help you. That's a very good remedy also. And also check where the nakshatras are, the nakshatras that I've mentioned in the initial summary part, how they are interacting with this nakshatra. Any planet, be it any planet, not just your Janma nakshatra. Check where all the planets, Rahu, Moon, Venus, nakshatra. If you have any planets in these nakshatras, then this transit is going to give you some hurdles. Not the whole phase, but in between. You will feel little low. You will feel that you're getting that stuck somewhere or the other. You will have to seek the divine. That divine is only going to be helping you. You have to seek, you have to chant, you have to be donating to the disabled. That's a very important remedy during this phase. Whenever you get stuck, especially, just look at those who are underprivileged. Then that's the reason, when we do the dhanams, maybe, from the past life, we have to quit the karma. So do it, maybe somebody from the ancestors, as we say, they come in the form of the people you donate to. So you should actually be doing these remedies. They really work, at least to a maximum limit. So I'm giving you the dates now. Make a note, especially, during the 4th of June to the 2nd of July, 28th April to the 16th May also, there can be some health issues, or you're going to be traveling. So be careful about your travels, I would suggest. And also, there can be losses due to the due to your you've given somebody some money, some loan. It can be that you don't get that back. So that is going to be a default, or you can say a bad debt. So that is something which can happen as well during the 4th of June to the 2nd of July. So avoid. 24th of August till the 23rd of September also, you have to be a little extra careful about your health, about your partner's health as well. You can lose a little bit of money also, or maybe some expenditures come up suddenly. So make sure that you do not pick and choose these dates for investments. Also, during the 22nd January till the 9th of February 2023, also these things can repeat. So make sure that you save money for the rainy day. 20th of October to the 24th of November, Jupiter is going to be in retrogression in Leo Navamsa of yours. So which means that you can incur too much of expenditures during this time. So be prepared for these transit positions. It can lead to, or the intensity will definitely vary from person to person, but you have to be saving during these phases also. Okay, save the money and you will feel that comfort zone during these transits as well. Coming to the next sign, that is Libra. So for Libra natives, Jupiter is the ruler of your third house, and it's interacting with the fourth and the fifth lord, and Jupiter is in the sixth house also. See, it looks very simple, whenever we are doing the transit videos, it's very simple to interpret, okay, the lord of the fourth and the fifth, Jupiter is going to be, but Saturn is going to be back and forth. We have to understand that as well. So we are going to be hoping to change the job, change the place during these times. There is some change coming your way for sure. And in case you have any travel plans, if you are making any travel plans, you will be actually having that kind of delays and frustrations. You can have those delays and frustrations. This is a time for childbirth, fourth house. But you have to see what are the nakshatras which are forming connectivity with this nakshatra. So do hear the summary part to get the clarity. I have given the details. That is very important to understand this transit. Otherwise, this general video is not going to be, a straightforward video. I can easily do that. But I want to explain the detailed video, how you can just, be very careful about the nakshatra transit also. What is the nakshatra it is interacting with? So that will impact you. Similarly, if you have any planets in Rahu, Moon, or Venus's nakshatra, any planet. So this transit might give you problems related to these areas, related to your travels, related to childbirth, related to house change, job change, purchasing a vehicle, going in for some loans, litigation, health issues. All these you have to be careful about. I'll give you the dates when you have to avoid buying and purchasing of property, going in for surgical process, if you have to go in for some kind of litigations, you should avoid. I will give you the dates. So it has to be very specific. I try to be maximum specific, with the videos for that reason. So do share them, so that people can get benefit out of it. But you need to know what are the planets in those nakshatras of Rahu, Moon, and Venus. You need to know that first. Only then you will be able to understand this. But yes, in general, you should be, that is why I'm giving you the dates, so that you are comfortable in understanding this transit as well. So you have to, firstly, you have to be making travel plans very carefully. And in case you are going to be having some kind of purchase of property, you can do that. Any kind of antiques, if you have to buy, if you're interested in, or you have to go in for some change of place, change of job, you can be doing it during this transit. And also you can be very strict with your own people. You are going to be following that strict regime as well. You can be very cold in your love affair, or you can have some complications in your relationship with your partner as well. Okay, so that is something which this Jupiter in Saturn Nakshatra can do. But at the same time, this is a good time for progeny, for growth, for education, increase in your knowledge, learning more things, learning new subjects, learning new languages if you have to. So make a note of the dates that I'm mentioning for, you should avoid for surgical process, loans, litigation. You should avoid childbirth. Okay, so all these you have to be taking care of. So I'm giving you the dates. Firstly, you have to take care on the 16th of May till the 4th of June. Don't make any decisions related to your surgical process. Avoid. Or there can be some expenditures you have to incur during this time. So save. 4th June to the 2nd of July is the time when you can have some problems with the people around you. So you have to be very careful about your approach towards, how you look at people, your perspective. So grow spiritually rather than being nitpicky. It's not advisable to be very, all the time nagging, and, you have to be very calm during this time, especially, or you're going to be getting little frustrated that why the jobs are not being done, why there is so much of delay and frustration that you're going through. 4th June to the 2nd of July, you can go through that. 24th of August till the 23rd of September also, you might just, you have to avoid childbirth. Childbirth means a conception. Okay, conception of any kind of job, conception of, as we say, how you conceive, it is about conception. Conception is not just the biological conception I'm talking about. It's about the conception of anything new. So if you have to start anything new, avoid these days, 24th of August till the 23rd of September. Don't go in for any job change, education, or anything, which is going to be bringing about change later. So avoid. Also on the 22nd January till the 9th of February, also there can be some, complication in your relationships. So you have to be very careful in making decisions regarding the marriage or any kind of childbirth. So just avoid this phase, not that favorable. And in case you have to go in for some loans, litigation, also avoid this time. Okay. So make a note of the dates and do hear the summary part. It will really be helpful. Coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. Let me write Scorpio here. One second. So for Scorpio natives, Jupiter is going to be in the Saturn's Nakshatra. So you see, this is a very good placement for Jupiter. It's transiting your the trine house, but it is also forming a connectivity with the 3rd and the 4th lord, because it's going to be in the Saturn's Nakshatra. So if you have to make any kind of change of place, Saturn is going to be also transiting your 4th house. So it is a Kantaka Shani, as we say. So it brings about a ripple effect. So you have to see the condition of Saturn. You have to see the condition of Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, because these are the Navamsa positions of the Saturn's Nakshatra. So when you have to make any change, you should be avoiding the dates that I'll be mentioning. But otherwise, it is going to be a very positive transit for you. It is going to give you progeny, childbirth, and also there can be some major changes, decisions related to your financials also that you're going to be making. And it is going to be definitely very positive for a new job, or any kind of elevation that you're looking forward to. It is going to be giving you that success as well. And in case you have to interact with people, you're going to be doing it very sensibly. Now you're going to be tackling things very sensibly. You can be having a lot of pessimism also, but simultaneously that pessimism you have to be very careful about, be watchful about that. You can be very lonely. You can just fall into that zone where you get aloof. So you have to be very I would say that be more mixing, be more with your family members, because this is the invisible half where, the planets are getting activated. So this is more that on the side where you are going to be attached to your family more, the dependency on the family members is more. So communicate with them. Don't keep things to yourself. Drink lots of water. This is also the time for spiritual growth, meditation. And if at all you can do the Surya Namaskar during this time, it will really be helpful for you. In case you have to make any decisions related to purchase of property, you have to recheck things, and there can be some karmic debt that you have with the parents to quit also during this time. And in the 5th house it is happening, so there can be some serious approach towards love, romances now. Starting something new can also be some new relationship, something new related to your job, that can also be there. It's the 8th house from the 10th, so it is like end of one job and starting of another. That is something which is also possible. Okay, so now make a note of the dates, especially on the 4th of June to the 2nd of July. do not make any travel plans. Do not travel in between. If at all you have to, make sure that everything is intact. Your paperwork is done. Your documents that you have to carry are okay, in proper shape. And in case you have to have any kind of interaction with people during this time, some meeting is lined up. So make sure everything is in proper place. And also this can lead to some health issues 4th June to the 2nd of July. So make sure that you are taking good care of yourself as well. Some expenditures on card on the 24th of August to the 23rd of September. Major investments you might be making, they can be losses, or that can be bad debt, or you can just be going in for some bad debt is there, or there can be that you give some loan to somebody, it is not going to be realized. You are not going to be getting that back. 22nd January to the 9th of February also, you have to be taking care of your health. It can lead to some surgical process that you have to go through. Avoid, I think, during this phase. You can do it only after that 9th to the 24th of Feb. That is the time you can go in for the surgical process if you have to. And any kind of change, initiation of job, initiation of education, you can do that during this phase as well. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. So for Sagittarius natives, this transit is happening over your 4th house. And being the ruler of the 3rd and the 4th, the Saturn. So please do hear the summary part where I have mentioned about the planets. Suppose, you have any planets in Rahu Nakshatra or in Moon's Nakshatra, and Venus is Nakshatra. This transit is not going to be that helpful. You might feel quite, restrained, restricted, and there can be some complications in relationships also. Relationship with your own people, with your family members, siblings, neighbors, also with your teachers. Maybe there are some complications with your own classmates, like teammates. So all these can happen, but at the same time, it is very good for movement of the place where you have to go, you have to shift out from the current place. So all that is good. And also starting off anything new, if you have to, you can do that as well. But it is something, that can harm your relationships, because it is giving you that, because Rahu's nakshatra is involved, Venus is nakshatra, Moon's nakshatras are involved, and this can lead to some only if you have any planets. So check for yourself whether you have any planets in these nakshatras. Then this transit is not that favorable. That is why we cannot just say that this transit is beautiful, it is in Saturn's nakshatra, it is going to give you elevation, it is going to give you growth. No. How can just by saying that all the transit positions will be giving you good results, do you think you are not facing any kind of hurdles in your life? That means you'll be fooling yourself if you're saying that only good things will happen due to one transit or other planets transits as well. So it is not, it is like be fooling yourself. So you have to accept both. I will never sugarcoat the facts. So this is something which is giving you the dates that I will mention. Definitely, it is not going to be that favorable. So avoid. You can definitely avoid doing things during this time, right? So especially on the 4th June, from the 4th of June till the 2nd of July, you have to be taking care of your relationship and communication with the people around you, with your bosses, with your seniors, with the friends. You can have some complications with your friends also during this time. Progeny, maybe, childbirth can be a little difficult. You can go through a, C-sec, maybe, that is also quite likely. So make sure that you are well prepared, or you are taking good care. Do write in the comment section if anything matched up. I know if it didn't match up, so definitely it is, it can match up also for some. So you can write both. I have no problem if it didn't match up. I'm receptive to that as well. But there has to be some reason, for matching and not matching. The intensity will definitely be different for everyone. 2nd of July to the 29th of July, there can be some expenditures on travels or on your health. And this can give you some spiritual growth also. Maybe you're going for some journeys, travels, visiting a shrine. You can go and do that as well. Also, there can be on the 24th of August till the 23rd of September, there can be some investments that can give you some losses. So make sure that you do not go in for some any investments during this time. 22nd of January till the 9th of February also, you have to be very careful about your relationship, and your short journeys might be a little cumbersome, or there can be some kind of arrangement that you have to make with your co-workers and your seniors that will give you some elevation. Some workload is to be shared, right? So you have to actually understand how you can make the best use of your potential and the people around you also. Okay, be more creative, but at the same time you might just have some frictions also, so avoid this time. Be more receptive, be more careful. Just a word of caution. So do the remedies. I've already given the remedies in the previous video, on Jupiter, so just go back and watch that video also. And just go in for donations. You should donate something which can help the needy, like some handicapped people, or some so the handicap or the old. You can donate at the old age or the orphanage, you can donate something. Okay, so this is going to be the case. 9th of February till the 24th of February 2023 also, you have to be extra cautious about your travels and your projects, upcoming projects. So you have to be really careful about all these things. Otherwise, it is very good for travels if you have to go in for some transition, change of place. So you can be doing that as well. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, this transit of Jupiter in the Saturn's nakshatra is happening in your third house. Saturn is the ruler of the first and the second. And Jupiter is forming a connection directly with Saturn, because Saturn is one house before this. That is the 12th house, 12 houses away from this Jupiter. Saturn is going to be in Aquarius for till the 12th of July, and then we'll be moving back to the first house, and we'll be looking at this Jupiter also. We'll be aspecting this Jupiter as well. So there is a lot of confinement and restriction attached to this transit. Remember, restriction in your financials, restriction in travels, also restriction in your communication. Jupiter is a Soumya Graha. Soumya Graha in a Krur or a Papa Graha's nakshatra. So this is going to be giving you mixed results, because Jupiter is not having that kind of courage. Now you will get that kind of courage that you are looking for. You will be able to make that kind of decision that you're not able to till now. So this will definitely be giving you that elevation and that growth as well in your outlook towards things and people. And you will be becoming more responsible about your money, your possessions. You are going to be saving now. It is a good time for taking good care of your money and your savings, which are definitely going to be giving you that elevation and growth for the rainy day. As we say that, you save for the rough times. So these word of caution are for the rough times only. So be prepared for the dates that I'll be mentioning, and do see if you have any planets in Rahu, Moon, or Venus's nakshatra. If you have any planets in that, so definitely those planets or those areas are going to get negatively impacted as well. So not the whole transit is going to be good or the whole transit is going to be bad, but there are certain periods that you have to be, I will be sharing with you the dates, but you have to be very careful about those dates, and you have to be receptive to the good and the bad times both. Okay, so just make sure that if at all you're having any of the planets in Rahu, Venus, and Moon's nakshatra, so you can have some obstacles and hurdles, delays and frustrations. Inheritances might become a problem, you can get entrapped with wrong people. So make sure that you take care of those zones where the nakshatras or the planets are. Okay, Rahu's nakshatra, Venus and Moon's nakshatra. So make a note of the dates now. You have to be very careful about your job, and do not at any cost try to avoid changing your job, especially on the 4th of June till the 2nd of July. This can be like, you will be without a job for a long time. So do not quit your job. You will be pushed, you will be cornered, you will feel that I don't want to do this. Enough is enough. You will get that feeling, but it's not the right time. So just try avoiding this phase to make this kind of decision in impulse. Okay. Also, during the 24th of August till the 23rd of September, the same thing can repeat. There can be that you are actually having a lot of complications now. People are not understanding you. You are you have done everything, but you're not getting that kind of uh, that kind of acknowledgement. You're not getting that kind of reception because you are not recognized, your work is not acknowledged. You're feeling quite frustrated and charged up. Okay, let me go and talk to those people. So all these situations will come up, can come up. So you have to be well prepared, and you have to be you have to do your karma. That is what I can simply say. Do your bit, leave the rest. Everything will fall in place, don't worry. Also, there can be that your siblings are having some complications with in their job as well. Some travel plans are being made, and they just backfire, or there are certain problems during this phase as well for them. Also, make sure that on the 22nd of January till the 9th of February, also do not make these kind of changes in your profession, house change, place change. Do not go in for that. Purchasing of property might be little complicated. So make sure that you do not make any decisions of these buying vehicle, change of job, change of place during these phases. Okay, and rest of the phases are good. Okay, I have to tell you about health also. 28th of April till the 16th of May, take care of your health. There can be some surgical process if you have to go in for. You can take up these dates. You can pick and choose from 28th of April till the 16th of May. If you have to go in for education or any kind of research paper, you can do that as well during this time. 20th of October to 29th of December is also the time when you can be writing your research paper, going in for some retreat, going in for some kind of nirvana, or vipassana, or any kind of activity that gives you spiritual growth. How you can grow internally and externally, you should be actually doing it during these times. And you should actually be chanting Saturn's chants. If you can do the Shani chants I've given already, or you can do Om Ganganpataye Namo Namaha chant. That will be really good for you as well during this phase. Okay, and to gain courage, you must do Hanuman Chalisa. This is for one and all. Everybody should recite or listen to Hanuman Chalisa. That's really very helpful. And Jupiter is your 12th lord as well. So you can donate, you can donate a cot, a bed to the unmarried. Okay, to the unmarried or the one who's getting married. Okay, you can do that. That will be helpful for you. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is, because I can just go on and on and on. There are so many things. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. Okay, so for Aquarius natives, Jupiter is going to be transiting your second house in the nakshatra, ruler being the 12th house and the first house ruler being Saturn. Now here, there are few things that you must make a note of. Saturn, you have to check which nakshatra, which planets are in the nakshatra of Rahu, Moon, Venus. Just see how they are forming a connectivity, because Venus is your Yogakara Graha. If any planet is in Venus's nakshatra, not a good time for taking any kind of new job, change of job, or anything to do with your travel plans. It might just give you some complications during this time. And when Jupiter is transiting through the Venus's nakshatra also, you have to be really careful. I'll give you the dates, don't worry, but you have to be very cautiously making decisions related to your own self. You are going to get a lot of responsibilities. You have to work very hard. Things are getting little, on the, you can be pushed to the corner. You can be asked to leave the job also. But at the same time, your savings are not depleting because Jupiter is in your second house. It gives you expansive energies towards material growth also here in Saturn's nakshatra. At the same time, there can be some kind of feeling that you are unworthy of, you are not able to, you are just sidelining yourself and doing for others. But at the same time, you have to pay more attention to your health. Do not waste your hard work. Pay attention to your health, but um, you can't help it. You have to work, because Saturn is going to be transiting your first house. The workload is going to be increasing, and that is causing a lot of anxiety to you. At the same time, I've seen any kind of seclusion. You're feeling that kind of pessimism right now. So that is something that is, you have to overcome yourself. So the best would be, do the remedies, be more charitable. Donate on Saturdays, on Thursdays, donate something or the other to the needy, to the disabled, to the old, or to the orphanage. Just keep donating. That actually helps eradicate the, or minimize the problems that we are going through. There will be complications for everyone. It's not a cakewalk for anybody. I know life is not that easy. Everybody goes through something or the other. If they're saying that we are having a very beautiful life, it's all rubbish. Everybody has something or the other, to deal with. So how you deal with it, what is your perception towards the problem? That is what is different for everyone. That is why, if somebody is, having $100 in the pocket, they are very happy with it. But somebody who has 1,000 is not happy. So that is something, which is the perspective. How you look at the problem, how you receive that problem, how you conceive that problem, that is the major thing. So to actually, deal with the problems, you have to be doing Hanuman chants, Hanuman Chalisa, because that is something which gives you that courage, that ability to combat the problems. As it is for you, Mars rules the third house. That is why, for you, the best remedy is to do the Hanuman chants, do Om Hanumantai Namo Namah, or you can chant Hanuman Chalisa. Okay, so it will really be very helpful. Be more disciplined, be more strong from inside, do things which involve lack of your presence in the public. Okay, because your 12th Lord is also, Jupiter transiting through the nakshatra of 12th Lord. So it is definitely going to be giving you many changes, some upheavals also, obstructions also. But at the same time, you will have that kind of, because you are in a problem to that extent which you can handle also. Remember, beyond that, nobody gets stressed, nobody is given that kind of problem also. If you have that kind of a problem, understand that you are going to be having that solution as well simultaneously. Remember, that is why we all are surviving. There are good people who help, there are people who come to rescue. That is sent by the divine. You will get that. Towards the end of the day, everybody will be out of that problem also. It is never going to last. Remember, if there are good times, there are bad times also. So if there is day, there is night. If there is black, there is white. Okay, so be more patient, and this will definitely Saturn will give you that patience also. Jupiter is also in the second house, so it is definitely going to be giving you that. Some chronic diseases that you're having, you have to be dealing with them. You're going to be having that problem, health issues that can come up again and again. Make sure that you take care. I'm giving you the dates. Make sure that you take care of yourself during this time, especially on the 16th of May till the 4th of June. Take care of your health. I would suggest, if you have to go in for any kind of surgical process or anything, you should not wait. You should do it. Just don't procrastinate. You are going to be procrastinating things now, especially when it comes to yourself. So don't do that. Also, you see, 29th of July, no, not 29th of July, 4th of June to the 2nd of July. See, 16th May to the 4th of June, 4th of June, I've told you to take care of your health. Now, 4th of June to the 2nd of July, there can be some journeys or travels or some religious event that you have to attend. Or you are going to be having some religious ceremonies at home. It's said that, whenever there are Papa Grahas, you go to the cremation ground. And when there are, Shubh Grahas, you do some religious ceremonies at home. So it can be, see, it is not that I'm just giving you that kind of fear or I'm scaring you all, but we have to see and be receptive and accept all these things as well. If there are good things, there are bad things, as I said. So this time you have to be really very careful about your people's health, your close ones, your loved ones' health as well. From the 4th of June till the 2nd of July. Then 24th of August to the 23rd of September, you might just have to make decisions regarding your enhancement of skills, learning new language, learning new things, acquire more knowledge. So you should be going in for that as well. You can do that. And also 22nd of January till the 9th of February, also you have to take care of your health and your fitness and regime. 29 December to 22nd January, also you have to take care of your health and fitness regime and, follow that diet, be more disciplined, be more punctual, be on time. Okay, just don't delay things. Just take care of yourself and everything will be fine, I'm sure. Taking to the last sign now. Pisces. So for Pisces natives, this transit of Jupiter is happening over your first house, which is considered to be very good. And it is definitely going to give you a lot of elevation, also progeny, also higher education. Also, you're going to be traveling as well. All is beautiful, seems like. But what about the nakshatra is going to be transiting? What is the condition of that Lord? That is Saturn. Saturn is going to be transiting your 12th house. And you're starting with the Sadesati also. So for you, this is going to be little, now there is a variation attached to it. If Jupiter is all rosy picture, it's giving you till now, it's in the Jupiter's nakshatra, first house. Wow, everything was going so smooth and fine. Then suddenly what happened? There can be some obstacles at the place of work. You have to deal with people around you. You have to actually manage your funds now. You should be parking them well. Some income is there, but there are more losses now that you can incur, or there are expenditures that you have which are exceeding your income. So you have to save for the rainy day. You have to save for yourself so that you do not, get in that zone where you have less funds and more expenditures and you're not able to deal with it any longer. So that breaks you actually. So ultimately you have to take care of those things as well during this transit. Also, Jupiter is forming a connectivity with the 11th Lord as well. So 11th house is the house of friends, community you move around in. So there will be some influential people or the people around you who are going to be coming to your rescue. They're going to be the saving grace in your life. Your older sibling, as a matter of fact, can come and help you. Your bosses, your seniors, maybe your own children, they might just come and help you if you are stuck with something. Okay, so be more receptive and accept the help, the support. Okay. Also, we have the nakshatra Navmanshas also. There are 4 Navmansha this Jupiter will be transiting through in the Saturn's nakshatra UttaraBhadraPada. So there are the nakshatras of ruled by Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars. So you have to see, the dates are there in the previous video. I'll pin them down as well in the previous video of Jupiter's in Pisces transit. So when there are nakshatra transits of these, you have to see the condition of these planets also. What is the condition of your Sun, your Venus, your Mars, your Mercury? How is it in your horoscope? If you have any of these ill-placed, then this transit is going to be giving you negative impacts during that phase only. Okay, so make sure that you take care of your health from the 4th of June till the 2nd of July. It can give you some health issues, surgical process, or you have to go in for some litigation. There can be some chronic diseases that you have to fight. Take care of your health. That's what I can say repeatedly. 24th of August to the 23rd of September also can give you some complications in the court of law, or there can be some complications with your own relatives, your friends, the circle you move around in, that can give you some kind of troubles. Travels can be cumbersome, good for research work, writing papers, acquiring more knowledge, spiritual growth, all that is on cards. But at the same time, it can give you some health issues. So take care of that as well. Also, there can be on the 22nd of January, on 22nd of January till the 9th of February next year, 2023. That means it's going to be again, a little tough time for travels, or there can be some complications related to your health. So take care of the projects that on your hand, you have to complete. It can be that you have to take the support or help of the people around you. Be more receptive to that, rather than just being too much to yourself. It's good if you can just be more like a leader. Take everybody along with you rather than just having a laid back attitude. 22nd Jan to the 9th of Feb. Overall, it is a good transit for you, I would say. In case you have to make any decisions regarding your higher learning, make good donations. I would suggest go in for donations, go in for chants, go for mantra chanting. Donate something which can help the old, the handicap. So that will be really wonderful for you also. Okay, so this is what is this transit about, and I hope it is clear for you that what are the nakshatra movements, and how they are going to be interacting with this nakshatra. So do that, and also you can check for yourself how the planets are interacting with this nakshatra. So I'm giving you the okay, I'm reading out the questions now, how to relate with my horoscope nakshatra transit. Yes, Pradipta, you have to see where your planets in the are, first of all, Jupiter and Saturn. Then see what are the nakshatras the planets are in. Suppose any planet is in Rahu's nakshatra, Moon's nakshatra, or Venus's nakshatra, that is the 3-7 and 3-5-7 nakshatras, this connection of UttaraBhadraPada Nakshatra. So that is not going to be that favorable. So check any of the planets. Any of the planets are, if in these nakshatras, they are not going to be giving that good result related to that zone, that house. Okay, that is something which is very important again. Also, you have to see for yes, should I check from the running Mahadasha? Yes, if you're running through the Dasha of Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, Rahu, Mars, and Mercury, as a matter of fact. So these are going to be impacting you. While sleeping, I was thinking whether you will. Yes, I am live, Kusum. Thank you so much. My mother's name is also, she's no more though. She's in the heaven, I'm sure. Her name is also Kusum. Kusum is the flower. You reminded me of her. But not as already our country faces economic crisis. Yeah, this is the time for economic crisis, I'm sure. Rahu Shravana Nakshatra. Yes, if you have Yamilit, if you have your Rahu in the Shravana Nakshatra, so definitely this is not a positive transit for, like if a Krura Graha, if a Papa Graha is in the Nakshatra, so definitely it is going to give you some health issues. It can give you anxiety during this time, but at the same time, it can give you material growth. So not to worry too much about this transit. It's not that bad because it's Rahu after all in Shravana. Sorry, there will be. Thank you for, okay. So I think that's it. Cancer Ascendant, when can I travel to another country? For Cancer Ascendant, this definitely your Ashtama Shani is starting. So you have to be very careful about these times. You have to take care of your health also. But yeah, you can travel. I think you should be planning something related to your work. Maybe you can travel. But at the same time, there are certain complications that you're going to be having, during this time. So check the dates that I've mentioned about the Navamsas. All right, so I call it a day. Thank you so much, everyone. Stay blessed and have a great transit of Jupiter's in Saturn's nakshatra. Om Tat Sat.